You know what I've noticed? We have a lot of people in our society who aren't as smart as they think they are. Now granted, I could very well be one of those people, but there's a lot of them here on YouTube who just are not as smart as they think they are. And it's really funny to me, but I realize that they give advice to people and they do video responses to people, and well, sometimes some of the shit they say is really not always stupid, but foolish. I think foolish is a better word. The reason why I say foolish is because it lacks wisdom. It's not that it's stupid, it's just that it's not going to give you the correct result, or the result that you want. Take for instance this lady Kristen. You guys remember Kristen? She did a video about modesty. She did lots of really stupid videos and foolish videos, and so I'm going to respond to this one because why not? So today I'm going to correctly teach you people out there in the interwebs how to correctly get rid of sexist jokes. Let's go.
Says, I have no opinion on D-bags, though I must say we need more names to insult people. Most are overused. Smiley face. Yeah, there's so many insults, but I would like to do away with a lot of them because most of the everyday insults we use are really just insults against women, such as things that we call, you know, female dogs, and references to women who might make money from sex.
Oh, you mean bitch and whore. Well, to be fair, I'm not very sure how many people use the word whore as an insult. I think most people use the word whore correctly. I don't really think. I could be wrong, but maybe slut, you know, maybe hoe, but whore, I think most people use the word whore correctly. And when most, you know, the other definition of the word bitch is a wretched woman, and I usually use the word bitch correctly when I'm referring to a bitch. Or you can use the word bitch to refer to a cowardly man. But then again, I've heard lots of insults like dick and penis, and those aren't referring to women. And then you have asshole, and you have excuse me, quite a bit of insults you could use. You even have poo-poo head if you want to go back to the 5th grade, you know. So, I don't know. There's a variety of insults you can use. You can even use fat. You can even use overweight. If the person's hypersensitive enough, you can use overweight.
You do us some more enlightened insults. Is there such a thing?
Yeah, I guess, maybe, but no, I don't think you can have an enlightened insult. Insults aren't supposed to be the most complex thing in the world. They're just supposed to hurt your feelings, which means anything technically could be an insult. You know, like a girl. Let's keep going.
And next, just want to thank all of you for the fantastic questions that you left in last week's Ask Kristen comments. Keep them coming. Hearing what's going on in your brains and the questions that you have and what you want to learn more about is so helpful for me to make sure that I talk about and blabber on about and put wigs on for topics that you want to hear about. And that makes everything better! For this week's Ask Kristen, let's help Original Gabbo get out of a bit of an awkward family situation. Original Gabbo writes, Hey Kristen, my family tends to make a lot of sexist jokes, and when I tell them this is inappropriate, not funny, makes me and others uncomfortable, etc., they don't see any problem because they themselves think it's hilarious. They don't get that they're actually hurting my feelings and making me kind of hate them. So unfortunately, Original Gabbo, there's a very good chance that you simply saying, that hurts my feelings, or that's not funny, is not gonna get people to stop telling jokes, because they're just going to put the onus on you for not sharing their sense of humor.
No, let me correct you there, Kristen. Listen, great Gabbo, if you ever watch this video, which I highly doubt, but anyone else who strolls along on this video, listen to these words very carefully. If you ever tell somebody who is trying to bother you that what you're doing bothers you, there's a high chance they're going to keep doing it, because it... Pick me! Pick me! I'm gonna pick somebody else. I'm the only person here! Zurias. Because it bothers you. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work very well. Especially if you're talking to someone that's intelligent.
I would recommend that when these sexist jokes are cracked, rather than you doing all the talking and trying to explain why it's not funny, get the joke tellers talking instead. Just ask them, hey, I don't get it. Why is that so funny? If they then have to explain the logic of a sexist joke, they're gonna have to simply make a blatantly sexist comment. It might give them pause, A, and B, that's your perfect opportunity to then say, now do you see why these jokes make me uncomfortable?
Yeah, except the issue with that is that's what happens when you say that to a person who understands humor and how a joke works. For example, I'm going to let Zurias here tell you guys a couple of sexist jokes, and then I'm going to ask him to explain one of them. Let's see what happens. How many feminists does it take to change a light bulb? Trick question. Feminists can't change anything. Oh! Oh, wow. Oh, man, oh, that hurt. Here's another one. Okay. What's the difference between a battery and a woman? A battery has a positive side. Oh, ow. That one hurt my feelings. Shit. Okay. Here's one. Okay. Why is the space between a woman's breasts and her hips called a waist? Because you could have easily fit another pair of tits in there. Dang. That's a good one right there. Oh, well, that's simple. You see, the word waist, spelled W-A-I-S-T, is homophones with the word waste, which is spelled W-A-S-T-E. You see, it's a pun, it's a joke, it's a play on words, you know, it's saying that, you know, the space between a woman's breast and her hips are a waste, W-A-S-T, of space, because you could have put more boobs in there. That's the joke. The joke is that it's a pun, it's a play on words, you know, that's what makes it funny, you know, that's what makes all puns funny, you know, you use the word correctly, but incorrectly at the same time, which causes irony, which makes you laugh, you know? So, yeah, that's why that sexist joke is freaking hilarious.
I would also advise you to do the same thing, none other than Louis C.K., the comedian's comedian, the funniest guy on the face of the planet, who is a genius!
Yeah, Kristen, you just mispronounced Dave Chappelle.
He tweeted, if someone makes a racist/sexist joke, say, with total seriousness, I don't get it, can you explain it? Then watch them crash and burn.
Did you crash and burn? No. No, I don't think I did. No, I think I explained it pretty well. Yeah, I guess that didn't work out too well.
Original Gabbo, between you and me, I've had issues like this with family members of mine before, and you know what I have to do sometimes? I just gotta walk away.
Or you could just laugh, considering the fact that a joke is, by definition, something you're not supposed to take seriously.
Some people are just never gonna get it, and that's the most frustrating thing of having to deal with a family, because you still have to be there in their lives because you are related to them, and you gotta make it work somehow.
Well, that's more or less where her video ends, so guys, young people, teenagers, feminists, social justice warriors, if you make it this far into the video, let me tell you how you correctly end sexist jokes. When someone tells a sexist joke and you really are bothered by it, here's what you do. You do not react at all. If someone tells a joke, do not laugh. Do not show any signs of anger and frustration. Look at them. Don't even ask them to explain the joke. Just don't react. Be stone cold. Nothing. Let me tell you something about a comedian or someone who's trying to make you laugh or someone who's trying to bother you. When you don't react, when you don't laugh, you're going to ultimately hurt them a lot more than if you were to get angry or frustrated. You see, when dealing with a troll or someone who's trying to bother you, they're trying to get a rise out of you. And that rise could either be positive or negative. It doesn't matter. But to not be affected at all, that hurts. Let me tell you a secret about human beings in general, because we're funny creatures. If you really want to hurt somebody, and I mean you really want to hurt somebody's feelings, ignore them completely. Don't react to them. Don't respond to them. Don't even talk to them. A human being would rather you absolutely hate them than you completely ignore them. Because if you hate them, well, that means that they mean something. But to be completely ignored means you're worthless. If you really want to hurt a comedian, don't laugh at his jokes. You see, the thing is, a comedian, a class clown, he's going to do what he has to do in order to get a reaction out of you, right? Which means he's going to have to adapt to the type of humor that gets the most reaction, right? So, if he is trying to either make you laugh or bother you, and you don't want him to tell sexist jokes, don't react at all. Don't crack a smile, nothing. Completely bold-faced. Shrug your shoulders. And if he tries to complain, or if she tries to complain and cry about how you don't have a sense of humor, don't react. Don't get mad. Don't get angry. Because you're going to ultimately do a lot more damage to them by showing them how much you don't care than showing them how much you do. With that being said, I certainly hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, man, go ahead and click that like button. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Comment in the comment box below, and as always, have a great day. I'll see you cool cats soon. Adios.